In 2000, Blockbuster was an empire. 60,000 employees, 9,000 stores across the world, over $1 billion in annual revenue. If you wanted to watch a movie on a Friday night, you had no choice. You drove to the store, walked through those aisles, and paid. You always paid. Blockbuster wasn't selling movies. It was selling the only road that existed to reach them. And that kind of power has a more honest name: a monopoly on access. That same year, a man named Reed Hastings walked into Blockbuster's headquarters with a folder and a proposal. Buy Netflix for $50 million. Netflix was 3 years old, mailing DVDs through the post, and bleeding money. Blockbuster's CEO, John Antioco, listened to the pitch and laughed, literally laughed, and showed Hastings the door. But that wasn't the real mistake. And everyone tells this story like the problem was a single moment of arrogance. It wasn't. The problem was everything that came before it. Blockbuster had internal reports about the digital future. It had executives screaming about it in boardrooms. The blind spot wasn't ignorance. It was a business model so profitable that the truth felt like a threat. When your enemy is making you rich, you don't kill it. You feed it. And Blockbuster fed the late fee machine for years, knowing exactly what it was doing. In 2004, Blockbuster finally woke up. They hired a new strategy team, launched an online rental service, and eliminated late fees entirely. It was brilliant. It was working. Subscribers were coming back, the numbers were moving in the right direction, and then the board fired the CEO who built it. Or the shareholders panicked over short-term losses. They brought in someone who understood profit margins, not paradigm shifts. Late fees came back. The online division was defunded. The one moment Blockbuster had to rewrite its own story was erased by the people who owned it. Netflix had 400,000 subscribers in 2002. By 2010, it had 20 million. Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy that same year. Here is what actually killed Blockbuster, and it was not Netflix. It was a structural inability to cannibalize itself. Every company reaches a point where surviving the future means destroying the present. Amazon did it with physical retail. Apple did it with the iPod when they built the iPhone. Netflix did it with DVDs when they built the streaming platform. Blockbuster could never pull that trigger, because the people making the decisions were the same people getting rich from the old system. Late fees alone generated $800 million a year. You do not voluntarily walk away from $800 million unless you understand that the alternative is zero. They didn't understand it. Or worse, they understood it perfectly and chose the money anyway. There is one Blockbuster left on the planet. It is in Bend, Oregon. People visit it like a museum. They take photos. They buy merchandise. They feel something strange standing inside it, something between nostalgia and horror. Because Blockbuster is not just a dead company. It is a mirror. Every system, every business, every person has a version of the late fee machine. Something that is working right now, paying the bills right now, that is quietly building the walls of the trap you will one day be stuck inside. The question Blockbuster never answered honestly is the same one worth asking yourself today. What are you feeding because it makes you comfortable that is slowly making you obsolete? That is your blind spot. If you made it this far, you already think differently than most people. Subscribe, because next week we are opening up another system that looks normal from the outside and is completely broken on the inside.